Hello, thank you for the opportunity to contribute to your discussions today. My name is Elizabeth and I'm speaking to you from Perth, Western Australia. I'd like to acknowledge that I'm speaking to you from the lands of the Whadjuk people of the Noongar Boodja and pay my respects to their elders, past, present and emerging. Workers in Australia are under attack. Work is becoming more precarious, fewer jobs have entitlements such as sick and recreation leave, and wage theft is also rampant. Through their labour, women are exploited like men, but they are subjected to additional types of exploitation and hardship. Australia is one of the most gender segregated in work than any OECD country. This is across occupations, industries, and workplace hierarchies. The capitalist class continues to find ways to take advantage of the historical inequality of the sexes. Australian women are overrepresented in insecure and low-paid jobs. Work predominantly performed by women, including much of the frontline and essential work, is more likely to be low-paid and insecure because of the discriminatory views about the skill required and the value of the work. The full-time gender pay gap is 14.2%. The situation has worsened due to the COVID-19 crisis. 21% of the female workforce, or 1.3 million women, have lost work. One reason for the higher COVID-era job loss is an underrepresentation of women in more senior roles. Where women work alongside men, they are more likely to be working for them and more likely to be employed into junior or lower paid roles. They usually enter the workforce at a lower level than male counterparts, despite having equal qualifications, and their career progression is slower. Men are promoted for just doing their job, while women must excel. Women are also more likely to be in part-time work. One reason is that women are often still the primary carer for children, and the cost of childcare is prohibitive. 138,700 Australians who want to work can't because they are unable to access childcare, and 92% of those are women. Homelessness is a growing problem in Australia. Currently, 1 in 201 Australians are homeless. Gender inequality means as they age, women are the fastest growing group of homeless Australians, with an estimated 31% increase since 2011. Precarious circumstances have also seen a rise in domestic violence, and on average, 1 woman a week is murdered by her current or former partner, and almost 10 women a day are hospitalised for assault injuries perpetrated by a spouse or domestic partner. Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander women and migrant women workers face a double burden of discrimination and inequity because of their race and their gender. Recently, I attended a vigil for a 34-year-old Indigenous woman who died on the street. 56 people a year die from homelessness in the city of Perth, where I live. At the rally, I learned that when young homeless women become pregnant, a flag is put on their health record so that when they go to hospital to give birth, the state is alerted and their baby is removed, and the woman left to return to the streets. There is no place in this system to provide the necessary care, and it is predominantly women and children who are left behind. Capitalism cannot provide solutions to the problems that women encounter because the system as a whole is driven by the profit ambitions of private companies and not the social needs of the community. The Communist Party of Australia support the call for women to be paid an equal wage as men, but we don't stop at this demand. Among other demands, we call for the cost of childcare to be free. We also highlight the importance of women being active in struggle. There is currently no organised women's movement, such as the Cuban Federation of Women, in Australia. Sporadic movements arise, usually on the back of US-inspired actions such as the Me Too movement, but all are short-lived and do not even try to deliver for working-class women. Women's representation in Parliament remains low, and the culture in Parliament is hostile to women. A 2021 report found 1 in 3 staff experienced sexual harassment, and that harassment and bullying were disproportionately aimed at female staff and MPs. The Communist Party of Australia recognises that only socialism can open the space in struggle needed for the real restructuring of society to promote a balance between women's social contribution through work, their family life, and their individual development. Thank you again for the opportunity, and I wish you all a successful start to 2022, and let it be the year that the blockade is lifted. Viva Cuba!